Hey, everybody. It's Keith and Connor and Tom from the Mean Boys Podcast.
Hey, guys. We got a great show for you this week. Tom wasn't able to make it for this week's episode, but we got Mike Lawrence and Pat Barker in the studio. And
it's a real fun one. If you are excited to hear Connor, get the shit kicked out of him for an hour.
Mike
just pretend
nailed
I'm
me.
Pat Barker.
Matt nailed me to a fucking cross. No, not
Yeah.
Matt. Fucking Mike. I got
Mike.
Matt and Pat. Mike and Pat. Anyway.
Mike Lawrence wails on Connor viciously. Like, not quite Ralphie May bad, but still pretty rough.
Yeah, it's going to be a good time
And
for
it's
you guys.
it's a good time at the movies. So please enjoy this episode. Follow them. Follow all their wacky endeavors. Listen to Pat's new podcast, which we talk about a little bit at the end of the show.
And also Mike's called Rough Hang on the All Things Comedy Network. They're both very, very funny. A couple other little bits of news. We're at fucking 94% of our first Patreon goal, which is wildly exceeding our expectations.
That is bananas.
Fuck yeah.
Thank you to everybody who's given us stuff. We've got a lot of fun shit planned for Patreon bonus stuff.
Yeah, and we're going to be able
And a
to
lot
do
of
it-
fun stuff already here.
Yeah, and we're going to be able to do a lot of cool stuff with all that money. So to fucking thank you guys so much. And if we get to that first goal, it's an extra episode every month of a whole fucking hour of scripted comedy bullshit.
Yeah, so if you've been holding off on donating, now's the time because we're so close and you guys are so close to getting an extra episode.
Indeed, and Keith and I are going to be on tour all this week. By the time this drops last night, we will have been in Harbor, Oregon, at the hotel just past the Red, White, and Blue Canoe where we're staying. So tonight you can catch me Tuesday, August 22nd at the Throckmorton Theater in Mill Valley. Tomorrow, Wednesday, we're going to be at the Blacktop Comedy Theater in Rockland. That's going to be an awesome show.
Yeah.
If you're in the Sacramento area, please come check that one out. On the 25th, we're at the Arcata Playhouse in Arcata. And then on the 26th, it's the Comedy Lanes in Ukiah. I've been informed it's pronounced Ukiah.
Yeah, you got some very aggressive tweets.
Yeah, from people like,
I
that's
said-
where AFI is from. So.
I said Ukiah.
Yeah, but when have we ever trusted you?
Right, and now you fucking wait, God damn it. It backfired. It
And on
fucking
Sunday, the Pizza
backfired.
Factory in San Jose. So check out the meanboyspodcast.com/shows for all the details on those. And if you don't live near there and you don't have money, one thing you can do for free that we'd really appreciate is leave us a review on iTunes.
Yeah, that would really be helpful. We've gotten a lot of real nice reviews. We
like-
finally got our first 1-star review.
I know, I was kind of proud of that. Don't leave those. If
No,
you're
give us
listening.
5-star review. You can write whatever dumb shit you want, but leave us 5 stars.
But that just means that this podcast is reaching people that hate it, which kind of is almost more meaningful
Yeah.
to me. And we're 14 away from 100, and I think that's when you attain podcast legitimacy. So,
Yeah, so make us a real thing.
yeah, indeed. And I think that's about it. We got the Mean
Sponsored by
Boys,
Don Carlos Taco Shop in La Jolla, California. as
the
always.
finest Mexican food that money can buy.
Go to- where should they go?
eatburrito.com.
Oh, speaking of San Diego, I'll be at the Madhouse this weekend, Friday and Saturday.
All right. Now I was going for the plug. Okay, yeah, go see Tom, I guess.
Yeah, I was going for a
But
contractually
first-
obligated
but
advertising
first,
sponsor
meet me
message.
at-
Go to eataburrito.com.
They
I'll
will
be there.
cater things.
I'll be there.
You'll just be there at any indeterminate time.
No. Before the show, Friday and Saturday. Okay.
Still pretty-
Yeah, go get your fucking...
Eat a taco with me, motherfuckers. Eat a taco with me.
Yes, you can go get your
I'll eat a
Cyborg bracelet
burrito, but-
signed by
If you
Tom
if you
Goss.
find Tom Goss at Don Carlos this weekend, if you happen to stumble into him,
The
send us
rainbow will appear.
Send us a picture and we will send you something.
Yeah. We
Might
also-
be
Go
me.
hunting for him like a Pokemon.
We have the Teespring Mean Boys Black Flag shirts. It's the Black Flag logo, but instead of bars, they're dicks. And instead of it saying Black Flag, it says Mean Boys.
Yeah, if you don't think that's the best shirt ever, don't listen to this show.
Yeah, you're fired from being a fan.
Yeah. Other than that, I'm not going to announce that yet. Yeah, I think that's it.
That's it. That's the show. Not the show. This is the intro to the show.
Yeah.
Enjoy the show.
Ah!
Happy beginning of show.
Niggas are mean, niggas are mean, niggas are mean. Niggas are mean, niggas are mean, niggas are mean.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to the Mean Boys Podcast. There's plenty of fish in the sea, and they're not going to fuck you either. I'm Connor McSpadden.
I'm Keith Carey,
Mike Lawrence.
And I'm
the proud father of a cheesesteak dump.
so mean.
We were talking about this earlier.
This is not about your actual baby. It's just
Oh,
that you
okay.
had to undergo Lamaze training to perform bowel movements as a regular person.
We just realized we like the idea that every time you poop, there's just like a full sandwich.
There was no training necessary. I just breathe like that normally.
Oh my, he didn't even digest that toothpick at all. That's
I eliminate the middleman.
and that's why there's pepperoncinis on the toilet paper.
We are joined by Pat Barker and far too famous to be in this kitchen, Mike Lawrence. Everybody,
yeah, I am just feeling how much this is beneath me. It is
that's true. Let it
amazing.
sink in.
Yeah.
When he put the Uber destination in the app, was like, "Are you sure, man? I mean,
Yeah. Did you mean the Laugh Factory? No.
think the four of us look like we haven't been happy since Opie stopped recording with Anthony.
Nobody's ever looked healthier by comparison than Connor does at this table.
I feel like we just gathered here to find new ways to say the word cuck.
Yeah. So you've heard the show.
I feel like I'm the guy at the divorce support group that's like, you don't really count. We got it annulled.
I feel like this ends with you may be mean boys, but me, I'm a mean man. And then just walk into an ocean with stones in my pocket.
Yeah, Mike Lawrence is really the Stooges to our The Clash of this whole operation. Well, thank you for joining us, gentlemen. I think we're all fired up. What do you say we get into our first segment, the Mexican Joke Off?
Ay, so topical.
Let's fucking do it.
All right.
All right, I'll take us away. A burglar was caught via DNA evidence obtained after not flushing his poop at the crime scene. So, ladies, if you want to get your rape kit processed before it expires, make sure he poops on you. That is a joke about the broken criminal justice system.
That is a joke about rape and poop.
Yeah, I was going to say, that's one spin on it.
Well, I mean, for some reason, this was my first reaction. I read this and I was like, so this guy stole some $100,000 worth of jewelry in WeHo, and then they found him a week later because he shit in there. But someone comes on you, and that's a horrible crime. And then you don't catch the guy ever. You just let it sit in the evidence locker.
I mean, yeah.
You also delivered the joke like you're an extra in the Gilmore Girls episode.
He somehow adds syllables and talks too fast.
So fucking wordy.
Do you have any idea how when we have a relevant guest in here, it really throws me? I can't assert dominance over you. You understand joke writing, and none of my tricks that I usually pull work.
I got the one career any of us could have.
This ends
misanthrope for hire.
We have to kill Mike after this, and then one of us turns into Mike. All right, I'll go next. A mother is under fire for raising $40,000 to cure her 3-year-old son's cancer, which he did not actually have. She said she's very sorry. In an attempt to right her wrongs, her son is now up to 2 packs a day. Force-feeding a child cigarettes.
Going to give that baby cancer.
Have you seen that smoking baby in Taiwan? And he just they can't stop him from smoking. He just goes down to the market and people give him to him because they think it's funny.
I mean, it is pretty funny.
It's pretty adorable.
Oh my God, can we teach Pat's baby to smoke?
Dude, he's going to learn. I mean,
he's going to develop so many other terrible habits. He doesn't need to smoke.
Yeah, well,
trust me.
Because Jay Light's going to babysit him outside the Comedy Store.
He will do no such thing.
All right, I wrote this one on the car ride. White Uber ride, to be honest with myself.
Yes, I had a car service take me to this crack house.
Not a car service, I said Uber. A white supremacy rally is underway as we speak in Charlottesville, Virginia, after a Robert E. Lee statue was taken down. I haven't seen this few black people since last week's MSG Fish concert.
God damn it.
When I heard MSG, I was like, wait, what does soup have to do with
it
this?
took me a second to make sure that wasn't a Chinese food thing.
We're not New Yorkers, Pat. We don't understand your shorthand.
Connor had a Gilmore Girls joke, and you had a Golden Girls joke. Fantastic. A motorcyclist is recovering in Calabasas after plummeting 250 feet off the side of a cliff. He's said to be in good spirits and hopes to shortly resume plans to murder that fucking Roadrunner once and for all.
As soon as I heard plummet off a cliff, I knew it was going to be a Wile E. Coyote joke.
I was like, that joke better be good after fucking shit. All right. It was
I know, I wanted you to bomb it so I could say you did a Golden Corral joke.
Oh, I've got 4 more. Save that.
You owe Chuck Jones.
You're really showing your training at the Acme Comedy Theater.
That is a joke for no one.
That joke is both regional and not funny at all. A new study shows that copper cocktail cups can cause severe poisoning. Fortunately, everyone that would be at risk for contamination will probably self-medicate with crystals and die anyways. Just those. That's like one of the things where you do if you have a shitty bar to make it seem like a less shitty bar. You get Edison bulbs and copper cups.
Yeah. Put everything in mason jars and just hope that counts as a personality. 12 criminals escaped from an Atlanta prison using a jar of peanut butter. In related news, Scruff McGruff has been charged with sexual misconduct and placed on administrative leave.
Okay, Dallas Cowboys running back Ezekiel Elliott has been suspended for 6 games after being accused by an ex-girlfriend of domestic violence, which is great for me since he was my fantasy domestic violence first-round pick.
Oh, no.
Draft crimes. The only place to bet on crime.
You get a ring and then just
I think they're really like online gambling is making a resurgence. I feel like that might be a thing.
That there is some dark web like who's going to punch their girlfriend fucking betting service. I guarantee.
Oh, totally.
you.
There's a thing. There's a thing called Predict It for politics, and like some of them are about like criminal like fucking.
Why is there not a Mean Boys like predict a political sex crime? Like,
Subscribe to She Asked For It Kings.com.
A mildly popular podcast now into the online gambling business. The Mean Boys have launched a controversial crime betting website. That would be so badass. I mean,
But only if you're on the Patreon.
it'd be one of these things where everyone was like, "This is more reprehensible," but privately like, "All right, well, yeah, I mean, I got $10 on Kaepernick,
Yeah, I don't like it, but I'm gonna be on the winning side.
I'm only
Hey,
human."
Pat's got a joke that ends with a Pepe Le Pew punchline. Let's go.
We've had several Pepe Le Pew jokes on this show, and they've all been fantastic. Well, I said the guy that did the Paris shootings' name was Pepe Le Pew Pew Pew.
All right.
So dismissive.
I got nothing to add.
One
to that.
day you'll follow after Not a Bomb.
I like to reset the room for everybody.
All right, let's see. A Chinese woman is under investigation after she attempted to mail her baby to the orphanage. Chinese authorities stress that you should never mail a baby, but if you must, first go to stamps.com and enter promo code population control. But that's all, folks. There you go.
It
There you
just shit
go.
its pants.
Now we're never going to get stamps.com.
We're gonna have to, slum it with MeUndies.
I love the idea of trying to get stamps. We were aggressively rejected by Amazon for a sponsorship.
I don't want to talk about it. Amazon's getting their comeuppance later in the joke off. Hawaii has been.
You are not a prime candidate.
First of all, boo. Second of all, I can't believe you did a coming soon for a probably bad joke.
It's pretty good.
Okay.
Hawaii. I'm doing the one no one's gonna like right now in the middle. That's only for me and
Well, your other ones have been real hot.
a few of the '90s babies in the audience.
If
Hawaii.
this bombs, we get to start hosting the show.
You want it? Take
Nah.
it.
We're
all right?
bigger than him. We can already just fucking Thunderdome rules. Just take this thing.
Let me just tell you, Mike, this is the coolest this room gets, so think very carefully about what podcast you're hijacking. We don't have central air or really any extra fans.
We just all
Both of the
sweat to death.
podcast and for air circulation.
That sad moment when Mike realized he was the Obama episode of Mean Boys.
Hey, we had Gareth on. People listen to his podcast. Check out Rough Hanks on the All Things Comedy Network. I listened to the first 20 minutes. It was funny.
Yeah.
All right, guys, it's been long delayed. It's time to finally get this out of the way. Hawaii has become the first state to institute a warning system for potential nuclear attack from North Korea. Emergency Relief Coordinator Otto Rocket called the current state of affairs bogus. It's a rocket powered
Yeah,
joke.
I know what it is. I hate you. All right.
I didn't get it, but I pieced together through context clues that it wasn't good.
That's correct.
I like most people would have chosen rambly or unfunny, and you went with both.
I learned it from watching.
He commits, man.
Yeah.
All right. An Alaskan cruise ship was forced to dock after impaling a humpback whale on its bow. One crew member remarked, quote, "Usually the only whales we see on the front of the ship are fat housewives doing the Titanic picture."
That is the Lochmolites of the cruise ship.
Ballers has been renewed for a 4th season on HBO. Who knows what will happen now that the show is ahead of the books?
I just got.
I can't believe.
was
Wait,
thinking
did
some
you
kind
say
of
fourth
accounting
season?
Yeah.
That shit has been happening for 3 seasons, and we all just agreed that was going to be okay.
I didn't really realize it. I thought it was like brand new.
I kind of thought it was like a joke. And then I was like, oh, fuck, we're really doing this?
I know Elizabeth Warren
Daughters
likes it.
of topless women from season 1 will now be in season 4.
I shudder to do the math on what you just said. Like, best case, that's a naked 12-year-old, and it is all downhill from there, my friend.
I'm okay if I'm too smart for Mean Boys. That Baller's joke was a good fucking joke.
Well, I thought it was an accounting joke, and I was like, fuck, I don't know the mob.
we both cannot read and cannot afford HBO. So you got to read the room better. Or listen to the audiobook of it. Go ahead, Pat.
Go for something simple and dumb like this. The FBI said ISIS used eBay and PayPal to send money to a U.S. operative. This is shocking news, as the U.S. long suspected radical Islamic terrorist would send funds through Venmo Mohammed. See, Venmo Mohammed.
All right.
You take the Venmo and you add the Hamid, and it's an ISIS joke.
Hang on, do me a favor. Explain it one more time.
Okay, so you got Venmo, and then you got Mohammed,
Yeah.
and then you combine them.
We're going to take your kid. Connor.
I heard they had a shell company in Kashapistan. Not better.
Even your riffs are bombing.
Mike, you're making me very insecure, and I think it's hurting the final product.
It is turning me on how bummed out Connor is right now.
yeah.
Please don't stop.
Oh, yeah.
We've had like 3 people on the show that I respect, and 2 of them are you.
And you've eaten shit in front of all of them.
How dare you? You're just happy because you usually bomb the hardest in this segment.
That's 100% true.
All right. A convicted rapist was caught working at a rape counseling center in Fresno. The personnel director of the organization called it the worst hiring blunder since Mike Lawrence's brief stint at the obscure superhero T-shirt emporium.
It bothers me that you had to use me to get your first good joke. That I was your comedy lifeline. Fuck you.
We do this every show, Mike. It's this episode,
Well, I
the most
tried talking
insignificant
about
of
the
comedians.
world, and that didn't work.
Yeah, this
hey,
was
look at this guy next to me.
Nobody wants to look
Mike,
at
can
you,
you do me a
Mike.
favor? Can you clear an hour out of your night so we can... God damn it.
I can't tell if this is a comedy irritation or just straight up I don't like Connor anymore.
Look, I'm along for the ride either way. All right. The bodies of 3 Native American children were dug up and relocated this week. When asked for comment, the foreman of the crew responsible said, quote, "No, I've never seen Poltergeist. Why does everybody keep asking me that?"
All right, Craven the Hunter, XL, take us away.
An alleged bigamist couple was indicted in the slayings of 5 family members, including the man's second pregnant wife. On the plus side, I can't wait for their TLC show, 5 Victims and Counting. Tagline, the couple that slays together stays together.
That's why you work in TV. That's fucking great. I would watch that.
Shout out to a friend of the show, Alex Hooper, did a joke about the Learning Channel. He said they should rename that channel, God, I'm gross, watch me live.
And he should rename that channel as the one place that I might have a TV show.
The network where I'm the hot one.
The new show, Surviving with Whatever's Going On There.
Right after, look at these midgets.
Just look at them.
And right before, ooh, fatties.
Those midget shows are just like, yes, they have a stool for lots of different things, all right? There's the kitchen stool.
TLC's first game show, Baby or Tumor.
It's got to suck to be the one midget that hasn't been on TLC.
You just keep showing up to the auditions.
What
Yeah.
don't I have that they do?
Yeah, I saw a Craigslist casting ad for gay and pregnant. It's a fun one.
It's confusing.
That's a show that I could sell tomorrow.
I can't follow that, but I'll try. A high school football player was killed during a practice drill after a log hit him in the head. His girlfriend expressed remorse, but also relief at avoiding a good 10 years worth of domestic abuse thanks to CTE.
It's been a big round for football punching lady jokes.
Yeah, well,
It's a thing
they give
do.
us a lot of material.
That's true.
All right, and finally, a transgender woman is suing Amazon for harassment during her tenure at one of the firm's warehouses. Her supervisors claimed calling her an Amazon employee was in reference to the company, not her shoulders.
There it is. Scientists have released a list of U.S. states with rising rates of Alzheimer's disease. The top 5 are Alaska, Arizona, Alaska, Zimbabwe, Where's Billy, 7, and Alaska.
Today is the 3-year anniversary of comedian Robin Williams' death, and many celebrities pay tribute to him, including Chester Bennington in his hotel room.
We like to punch up on this show, Mike.
Should have punched up the first 4 jokes.
Damn, I got mine.
In true Robin Williams tradition, I stole that joke from someone else. His final words. I guess he was the first person to read the new Jumanji script.
Robin Williams was a people pleaser, Mike. There is very little resemblance between you two. This man was hungry for laughter at all costs.
You're just hungry for, like, whatever.
The only thing he was robbing was other people's jokes.
What we're saying is we're glad Robin Williams is dead. That is an official podcast stance.
So, did anyone else get the talk from their father after Robin Williams killed himself, where he's like, "So I'm learning now, all comedians are depressed. What's you all right, buddy?"
No, because my father had been dead for several years.
Yeah, mine was busy just quietly avoiding being part of my life.
I forgot I have a great life, Pat.
Yeah.
All right, here we go.
My dad also had that talk with me.
And then mailed you a rope.
It's not your fault.
I'm saying he seemed like he was doing well.
A 75-year-old Michigan woman was killed by a hippo on safari. Police say the hungry hippo murder is the worst case they've seen since Chris Benoit committed the Don't Wake Daddy massacre of 2007.
I like this. I see you're Bennington, and I raise you one Benoit. Bennington and Benoit.
Man, we got to start doing like a death tally of how many dead kids we go through by the end of every Mexican joke.
Thousands.
I mean,
at
we
this
hit
point.
at least like 14 confirmed kills in just this one round of this game.
Yeah, well, it's gotten to the point where people forward me kids that die in weird ways. And I'm like,
It's also because the bigamist killed a pregnant second wife.
Well, yeah, they were overachieving. But you know what I mean?
that was a freebie. I don't really count that one.
You mean they forward you the articles, or they just mail you the dead kids?
Non-Christians counted it as 4.5.
haven't checked the P.O. box in
That's a
while.
Patreon perk. We'll sign it and send it back.
You know, it's shaking hands and signing babies. The Mean Boys podcast.
It's expensive to send a baby, though. It costs an arm and a leg. That's your chat. We're chopping up the babies.
That is the second reference to mailing babies that has been made in the first 12 minutes of the show.
Do all the guests do better than the host?
Generally, yes.
Usually, you know, we don't have funny people on. All right, this is a rare lapse in judgment. It won't happen again.
So fuck you, everyone else who's been on the show, apparently.
Yeah, you get it.
right.
Mean Boys podcast will be right back.
Adam, my son, are you finding the bounties of my garden to your liking?
Yes, Father. In your grace, you have provided almost everything I could have ever hoped for. This is truly paradise.
Thank you. I am pleased to have provided so for my child. But I must ask you, what did you mean by almost?
Well, Father, if I may be candid, I've grown lonely. And while you have provided all that I might need to nourish my body, I must confess my spirit still hungers.
I have been concerned about this very thing, dear Adam. I mean, it's just the two of us here, and well, you know that I know what you've been doing behind the bushes.
That's exactly it, Father. And I was hoping that I might humbly ask you to remove one of my ribs so that
so that I might fashion your rib into a suitable companion.
well, not exactly.
So what do you... Oh, for the love of me, you don't mean to...
I mean, it seems like it would feel really good, Father, and I can't quite reach it.
Yeah, didn't you think when I designed you that might have been intentional? I didn't create life so I could watch it suck its own dick in my backyard.
Oh, no. I mean, I'm so thankful for everything you've done and this world you've created. I just thought that maybe as, your only son, you might be able to just do me a favor.
A favor. I didn't realize giving you fucking life was... You know what? Fine. Here. Should have stopped the dinosaurs.
Thanks, Pops.
Christ. Just don't touch my fucking apple tree after you do that shit. And then bust my ass for 6 days to eat jizzy apples.
And the Mean Boys podcast returns with a fan submitted game by friend of the show, Jocelyn Sharp, a very funny comedian I've worked with out in Las Vegas. She writes, "Hi, Mean Boys. My favorite part of the podcast is the new names, Tom Tomberty, and which of the following games. I was laughing so hard at one the other day. I just parked my car and finished the rest of the episode in a Carl's Jr. parking lot. That's both touching and sad.
Yeah.
You know? Because when you need a second to pull over and make a connection with someone through the radio in the Carl's Jr. parking lot, things aren't going well.
You ever cry at a Carl's Jr. before?
I haven't. I saw a girl get dumped at Carl's Jr. and she was crying, and I was like, this is not a sad moment. This is the first day of the rest of your life. Someone that's going to leave you at Carl's Jr. was not a keeper.
I've never not cried at a Carl's Jr.
Is Carl's Sr. ever like, I expected more of you, son?
That's on the secret menu at Carl's Jr. is Kleenex.
Every time you try and order through the drive-thru, it's just playing Hurt by Johnny Cash back at you.
Anyway, she writes, I decided to try a game submission, so here's my strip club Yelp game submission. Fuck everything God is dead. Thank you, Jocelyn. Follow her on Twitter at Jocelyn Sharp, spelled in the most hookerish way you could think of with a Z and shit.
The Z is a $sign somehow.
Yes. White lady. Weird. Strip club reviews. You get 2 snippets from the review of the strip clubs, and you have to guess how many stars they have on Yelp.
Okay.
So this first one is a Climax Strip Club in Pittsburgh. It is a now-closed drive-through strip club. Review.
Wait,
Sorry, I'm
wait,
going to
wait,
stop you right there.
What?
Explain yourself.
I'm not the proprietor of this. I don't know. This is all the information.
Like,
I
I
have.
mean, that just how long can you possibly stop?
There's a drive-through like bikini espresso place that we've been to in Fresno.
Yeah, and it's it's like
Wait, so people in Pittsburgh pretend they have other places to go?
well, at least like so we went to this coffee place where you drive up and it's just like
it's
ladies
just like a
in line.
caffeine tit aquarium. It's
Yeah,
so sad.
And we went in the middle of the day and we were the only ones there, and the girls were just like, "Oh yeah, whatever. We have boobs, all right. Here's your fucking juice." Like,
Yeah.
But like at least now when you're buying a product, how do you have just a drive-through strip club?
Yeah, well,
It's not really a club.
Is there a menu where you're like, let me get a number 2, which is just like ass spreading with light spanking?
Oh God.
Yeah. Hold the mayo. All right. The review is, it's like a fast food experience with ladies. Perfect for a quick man like man.
Wait, a quick.
I like that this person thinks that women have never worked in fast food.
By the way, now the dames get the
What if
experience.
there was women that come out the window and you see the titties?
Yeah. Man, they like making the chicken sandwiches with the vaginas or whatever.
So are you giving me the loan or not?
Am I rich yet?
And review number 2, let's just put it bluntly, losers only go.
Okay.
These are 2 very grammatically incorrect reviews.
So these are both for that one, the drive-through one.
Yeah.
And we have to try and figure out how many stars it has on Yelp.
Yeah. 1 through 5.
Like the thing is, I'm sure this place is a nightmare. Like I have no doubt, but I think the kind of person who is going to write a Yelp review of a drive-through strip club is only going to have good things to say about it because they're monsters.
Well, the sheer novelty of it. I mean, I couldn't go and be like, it wasn't. As long as it is some kind of strip club that isn't a drive-through, I'm going to be satisfied with my looky-loo experience.
Yeah.
Well, you're even writing the Yelp review in the hopes you're like, well, you know, when Denise takes me back, I'll look at this Yelp review and be like, what a fun moment in my life. She doesn't. I go 2 stars.
All right, Pat Barker.
For Carlos Jr.
All right.
I
would have gone with jacking it in the box.
Oh, that's very good. That's very
bad.
good.
Or just Wendy's, really.
I think it's. I think the ratings are going to be good. I feel like the second one, the review starts that way, where it's like, let's get one thing straight. Only losers go here. That being said, I'm a loser and it's awesome.
Yeah.
But you think it's the young, hot Wendy who, like, eats salad in the commercial, but it's the real one who talks about her father's legacy?
I mean, honestly,
It's the Meredith from the office.
When my
Wendy's.
dad first designed this chili in 1979.
my tits, much like his burgers, are square. That's where he got the idea. What if a cube was gross?
hangs out from the side of the bun.
Who wants the chili cup?
They named it Frosty after my cunt.
You can dip fries in it.
Wow. 4 stars.
Spits them back out at you.
I was gonna say 4, but just to split the difference, I'll say 3 stars.
It is 3.5 stars.
Oh shit!
That's better than I expected. I was
See, but you read 2 negative reviews.
that's the game.
I don't
Mike.
think the first one was
You
negative.
got to do a little
It
calculus.
just said, "What about fast food but ladies?"
Yeah, it's like a fast food experience with ladies. Nothing
Yeah.
about that.
Yeah,
is
that
negative.
sounds amazing.
Yeah, I don't think anyone here is like, "Oh, fast food, go roast."
Those are two
That was a
things.
person that worked at a McDonald's for 7.5 years.
You worked there for 7 years.
7.5.
Jesus Christ! I know. I
Give me
tried,
that.
I
How
tried
dare
to
you.
downgrade it
Yeah,
to make
I know.
you seem
No,
mildly
like,
less.
no,
sad.
I'm shitty.
You did what? 2 tours in Iraq? No, 3. Like, that's the way you answer that question. How dare you? Number 2, Pirates Cove in Portland. This is a bar and grill featuring strippers. Food at a strip club has always creeped me out.
Yeah.
You know, like that's just too many. I don't want glitter in my onion.
I've only eaten at a strip club once, and it was the best strip club experience and only
feel
good
like
one
a-
I've ever had.
A Portland strip club would be so obnoxious because every minute the stripper's like, just so you know, this is my choice.
The one I went to was in Portland. I got a lap dance from a white lady with dreadlocks who put her butthole
Yep.
on my nose and told me about gentrification. I also won $50 on a Resident Evil slot machine and used some of that to buy tater tots.
She named her butthole Carrie Brownstein.
I also went to a strip.
She gave me a Porthandia.
I also went to a strip
My
club. in
arm
Portland.
is in her. Okay.
Oh God! The whole fucking arm,
My friend arm is in
like
her.
a fucking Hot Topic puppet.
I'll complete the cycle. I also went to a strip club in Portland, and they were playing Home Alone on a gigantic screen.
Oh.
And within 10 minutes, I was fixated on Home Alone, and I didn't even pay attention to the strip
And then you
club.
realized the movie wasn't on. It was just Macaulay Culkin looking through the window. I can't afford him no more.
He was just sitting next to the old man with a shovel.
I'm just picturing a gal that's like doing a stunt with paint cans hanging from her nipples. You know? I also went to a strip club in Portland after I'd been brutally dumped, and I took a 24-hour Greyhound, and I had no money. So Omid Singh, former guest of the show, bought me a lap dance because I was depressed, and it just made me sadder. So
Wait,
The strippers can't relate to the end of Home Alone when he reunites with the family again.
you got dumped so
Yeah,
bad.
why is his mom squeezing him like that?
You got dumped so bad you went to a strip club in a different state?
it wasn't
There's
like a
strip clubs
destination.
here.
I had to also go to Portland. I was in
Oh,
Portland.
you left that part out. You're like, I got dumped, so I hopped on a Greyhound and drove 24 hours
No,
to
the
a strip
Greyhound
club.
ticket was already bought by the time I was
okay.
dumped, baby. All right,
Gotcha.
the timing just worked out perfectly.
The only reason Home Alone is playing in a strip club is like that Daniel Stern shows up at that strip club. He wants his hit on when he comes.
All right, well, let's get into this game, the reviews. My only problem with this place is that the bartender cut me off from Maker's Mark after one and then would only serve me beer. If you want to make money, either be naked or serve me my whiskey. And review number 2, what I didn't like was the boring white bread.
Okay. Wait.
Her name was Shelly.
There it is.
Kept trying to get the DJ to play her ukulele.
I hope this isn't a racing because it leads me to believe this person's. But we need more diversity at this pirate-themed strip club.
Yeah. And my cousin is a folk musician living in Portland, so I'm allowed to shit on Portland.
This place is called Pirates Cove.
Yes.
And strip club.
I've been
The
to
amount of
Portland.
boot-
I'm allowed to shit on Portland.
You look like Portland.
Yeah, Mike kind of looks like all things he hates.
Yeah, fucking somebody fed ground control after midnight.
Well, Connor is what Portland thinks it is, but I am what it is. That's the difference. I know I went low last time, but I can't imagine people writing Yelp reviews in Portland to be that positive.
Yeah.
I feel like, it's a very nitpicky place.
I mean, I've never got an Uber in Portland without them telling me what they're really doing with their lives.
Not like here in L.A.
Yeah.
As a guy who got a free frozen yogurt at Pinkberry by telling them that I'd been on TV and still didn't have any money, I can't cast aspersions on these people.
I'm gonna go 2.5.
All right, Pat Bark.
Portland's full of goofy, awful hipsters, and this seems like the type of shit they would love. 4 stars.
Yeah, Portland is a weird blend of. It's like shitty hipsters, but also scumbags. It's like a good watering hole for both types of people. I'm gonna say 5 stars. I'm gonna say all the way across.
One of you guys is right on the money. 4 stars.
Boom!
Damn.
Pat Barker. Next one. Showgirls Men's Club in Plant City, Florida. Only has 1 review.
That is the laziest name of a city I've ever heard. There's like, what do we call it? Fuck. Plantburg.
That's the Mega Man level they didn't fully develop.
Did somebody take Sky Island?
Yeah, Los Angeles actually translates to Stolen Mexican Sand Town. The review is, got a sweet spot for C-section scars and bullet wounds? You'll love this place. My friend threw up on the couch and they just put a towel over it. I'd add a star if they had a buffet.
Now, was this a review of the whole state of Florida?
Yeah, god damn, that's sad.
I don't see loose vomit and think, well, I wish there was a line of food that I could purchase at a
I'm
flat
gonna go
rate.
5.
Well, I mean, you're going to be hungry after you vomit it.
I'm gonna go 5 because this person feels like they deserve to be there, and they know it.
This strip club, you deserve this. God, I'm going to say 2 stars.
You said it only has 1 review?
1 review, yeah.
So the person led with this. It's got to be, if it's anything higher than 1, this person has no respect for themselves. Yeah, I'm
They're
going
at a
1.
strip club in Plant City, Florida.
What else are you going to do at Plant City, Florida?
I don't know. Kill
Drive
yourself.
to Jacksonville. Like, there's a lot of options, Pat.
This ain't the big city. This ain't Treeville. Fuck, 1 star.
2 stars.
Damn.
I find it weird that she put all this I guess 2 stars for kitsch value. You know, like if you want to go to a ghetto strip club, like this is your destination.
Wait, a lady wrote this?
Oh yeah, Claire G.
Now, the fact that I've gotten all these wrong means I win, right? That's how this works.
I think that means you get to be loved.
Yeah, you're going home to someone that cares about you.
Yeah. Whereas I'm going home to Connor.
All right,
You're
now,
already home.
Exactly.
Round number
No, I go
2.
behind that curtain. Where I
You
live.
get 1 review of a strip club, and you have to guess what state it's in.
Ah, shit.
All right, so one of
I'm
the,
just going to preemptively say Florida.
Well, again, similar to Walmart's, whenever you enter a strip club, it is an embassy for the state of Florida. You're technically on Florida soil. One of the worst strip clubs in the Midwest. The girls were mostly 6 or 7. which sounds really.
Yeah, wait.
Rating or
I'm assuming they're going by that.
Let's not dig any deeper on this.
This
You
guy
know,
just-
a Midwest 7 is an LA -4.
I feel like Jim Barry needs to clean up their marketing campaign because this guy had.
I feel it just
very
means
skewed
that
expectations.
Sarah Huckabee Sanders was working there.
Most of the girls had a lot of baby fat from kids. You can see the cesarean section scars on some of the girls. Overpriced VIP rooms that are too small and stinky, left by Eddie S. What state is this in?
Oh, fuck. You said Midwest. Nowhere good. I'm going to say Kansas.
All right.
I am gonna say Wisconsin.
I think I was gonna say, like, if you're in a Kansas or an Iowa, you don't know any better. Like, any strip club's probably amazing to you,
Yeah.
because there's boobs. So you got to be somewhere where
you
there's
got
like a big
better
city
options.
nearby.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with Indiana, like an Indianapolis, somewhere around there.
Okay.
Okay. Pat was a little closer. It's Ohio. That was Ohio. That was Gentleman's Club. No, that was Centerfold Club, Columbus, Ohio. Next one. Nothing but fat mud sharks. Ghetto-tastic on the best night. Save your money and buy a 40. Left by William B.
Atlanta.
God damn it! I was waiting my turn.
Yeah, it's Atlanta.
Atlanta.
Nothing but fat mud sharks. It's the meanest thing I've ever heard about it.
I don't even know if that's good or bad.
Mud
Well, at
sharks.
least I'm a
sounds-
skinny much.
Yeah, I mean, that's like weird, like fucking Clockwork Orange language where, like, I don't know what it means.
You one of those bloody mud sharks?
A mud shark sounds like a signature sandwich at like a weird deli or just a bad poop. You know?
and the shark has sunglasses in the logo. Take a bite out of this.
These mud sharks are rad.
Yeah, they have like an appetizer platter that comes out on a surfboard. All right. Nothing but fat mud sharks. Ghetto-tastic on the best site. Save your money and buy a 40. What state is that in?
Yeah.
Georgia.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Atlanta, Georgia.
All right. That is from Omaha, Nebraska.
What?
Wow. What?
Yeah, that's I feel like this is probably an Atlantan refugee that landed in the wrong neck of the woods. All right, we're going to move on to the final round. Finish the reveal. You'll get the first part of a Yelp review of Strip Club, and you'll choose from two possible endings of the review.
Can I choose my own adventure and make up a third?
Yes.
I think you designed a game that we'd all strike out at so we feel like him in the first round.
I didn't design the game. Someone else did, and it just worked out conveniently. All right. Sin City in Bronx, New York. Splits on the ceiling, flips on poles, bottles in between butt cheeks. These bitches are magical. Now, does it end A, it's like my dirty Gryffindor fantasies came true, expecto patronum, more like expecto patroyum.
Oh, God.
I cast several patronuses in my pants.
Oh, God.
Or B, they're like little naked stripper angels who fell topless from heaven to teach the world that all things can be healed by the power of pussy popping.
If that first one is right, I hope this person never comes again.
Yeah, they
There's
should be
no-
chemically castrated.
There is no worse, like, fandom subsection than the horny Harry Potter fan.
yeah.
The first one was badly written in the same way his jokes were badly written in the first.
Look, nobody's debating that Connor is a bad writer. Like,
what part about there is another bad writer who set this game do you not understand? All right.
Hey, I am
I have
just
a
doing
patsy.
a Connor in the same way he needed me to get through the first round. I now need him. Hunter has become the hunted motherfucker.
Dude,
I think
I
what
am
he's saying
so
is
mildly attractive that I have attracted all of Mike's vitriol.
God, you guys are either going to never speak again or kiss by the end of this show.
I was
It's
one
like
half
someone
a social
put hair
caste
on-
above him in high school, and I've received all of this ire.
It's like someone put hair on top of a pencil eraser.
to be fair, someone else wrote the game. That doesn't mean you didn't write all of these Yelp reviews.
Well, I was on my big tour by Anthony Bourdain of strip clubs. Right. Oh man, that's a mud shark if I've ever seen one.
He's seen
Oh
all
my
the parts
God.
unknown.
Yeah.
I'll never be able to unsee my face as pencil eraser pink from now on because it is a very like shitty shade of pinkish red.
Yeah.
I don't think you're an eraser. Erasers give you something to chew on. 3 points.
I'm like one of those novelty erasers, fun to look at, not very effective.
But yeah, I go with the second one.
All right.
Yeah, I'm going with the Harry Potter one. There's no way that's real, and I hate my life.
No, the first part of it read like an outtakes from a Ludacris song, and then they immediately go into a way too long. The second,
No, it was written by some shitty white kid who like said all those things because they thought that's what fun black people say.
well, also,
Right,
I
but then-
said
but then-
that he wrote it.
but that's
and
part B.
Point of order. It ends with these.
Shut up, nerd.
I wasn't paying attention, so I assume I got slammed.
That's correct, yes.
But it was a brief point of order. It ends with the phrase, "These bitches are magical." So I mean, that could segue.
Right,
into
and then B is about angels, and the Harry Potter thing was written by a Mean Boys fan for sure. I'm going B.
All right. Correct answer is B. Suck it, Keith.
Shut up.
Yeah.
Did you write the first one?
No, Jocelyn Sharp wrote
Oh,
it.
she wrote the whole thing.
Yes.
She made the game. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
I'm
she made the
sorry.
game.
We have like
I've
fans
been upset
who
at
do
you the
stuff.
whole time.
And I mean, look,
We tried explaining
none of
it
this takes
several
away
times.
from how mediocre Connor has been. And I just don't want us to lose sight of what really matters in
Mike,
this
I've been
world.
trying to explain that to you for the entire
man.
time.
This feels like this weird thing where like we're having fun now, and then you're going to leave, and he's going to start beating me.
Don't act like
Well-
you've not been trying to get that to happen for a while.
Yeah, but like not in the cum way.
Don't pretend like his hands won't just get stuck. Nothing can move the key.
OP, get the spatula. All right. Number 2 of the final round. 10's World Class Cabaret 2, New York. It begins. I spent $170 in 30 minutes, and all right, does that review end? A, had one awful 3-minute dancing from a hedgehog, or B, the buffet was cold and smelled like a fart.
Hedgehog is very specific.
Yeah, mud sharks, hedgehogs. I'd rather. I would probably. Rather get a lap dance from a mud shark than a hedgehog.
I still don't know if a mud shark is a real thing. I'm going to say the hedgehog one is the real one.
Yeah, it's A. Nobody's going to pay $170 and then complain about the buffet. You know what you're getting into with that. With the girl, there's hope for something, so it's got to be A.
I just feel like this whole segment was in her at midnight writers packet. They got canceled.
You have no idea how many games we've written for this show, and then had to be like, "Oh fuck!" They
I
already
feel
did that
like
on
she was
Midnight.
about to pitch this to CISO.
Fucking Guy Fieri's strip club extravagant.
We're the last bastion of comedy that's not good enough for television.
The jalapeno isn't the only thing popping.
All right, so lower the bar rescue.
Great album title. I'll go with the first one.
All right, it is the first one,
Hooray!
and finally the last one.
Oh my god!
I'm sorry, I should have vetted this more. I like to be surprised too while I read along, gang. I think it adds to the radio. Tootsie's Cabaret in Miami Gardens, Florida. I saw some insane tricks with a dollar bill. The time after that, there was a Red Bull can trick, and finally, my last time. Now, does that end? A, something with a katana blade and a lemon. Enough said. I'm kind of afraid I'm going to end up getting brunch here one day. Or B, the girl twitched her asshole to the beat of Fuck the Police and I Fell in Love. I'm going to put a baby in her once she gets that Red Bull can out.
All right, well, that justified there being another round.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was pretty beautiful. Now, one of those is real. One of them they made up.
Oh man,
I know what I hope it is.
I don't. They're both great.
Yeah.
But if it is the first one, then it shows how fucking great of a writer she is.
I would love for Mike to go in there and be like, well, that's not a full tang katana, so it's technically not combat ready.
This Deadpool
It's not-
cosplay is inadequate.
It's not fuck the police, it's fuck the police.
Fuck you.
I will say that the second one is the fake one because I'm
Mike
being an
Lawrence
optimist.
weighing in, the first person to be a grammar Nazi about an NWA song title.
B is
And
real.
also wrong, I think. It's THA.
I'm going to say B is real.
Keith Gary.
I'm going to say A is real.
It was A. She made up that Twitch the asshole thing.
Oh, well done, Jocelyn.
Fucking great job.
You really
Yeah.
stuck it to Mike.
Points.
All right.
No, I said I believed in her, and that's why I went
You
with
believed
the
in her.
first
That's why you shit on the game when you thought I wrote it for the first five rounds.
one. Well, because I was
about the
failing
game.
at it.
Well, I just think that this has really encouraged fans to send in their games to meanboyspodcast@gmail.com. And we'll be right back after this.
Hey, everybody. It's your boy, Mark Malloy. Sorry it's been a while since I've been on the show. I was busy in Boston at that fucking alt-right rally. Yeah, I was robbing Nazis' cars while they waved their dipshit little flags. Yeah, homo, the South might rise again, but your stereo's never coming back. Speaking of straight-up robbery, are you tired of having too much money? Then donate to the Mean Boys Patreon today. You'll get access to exclusive bonus content, merch, and even the chance to come on the show and get your shit kicked in by these internet radio poofs in person. Go to patreon.com/meanboys and donate to the only good podcast on the fucking internet. All right, I gotta go. Richard Spencer's here leading some queer parade through a graveyard, so I'm gonna go rub one out on his windshield. Later, you fucking mooks. And the Mean Boys podcast returns. We close out the show, as always, with a game of which of the following. That's where the theme song goes. Mike, I don't know if you ever played before. Basically, Pat's got a category. He's going to give us some things within that category. We have to figure out which one he made up. What is the category this week?
This is near and dear to my heart. Which of the following are not old-timey baseball player names?
Okay.
So all these guys played around 100 years ago, or in the 1800s. So
I'm worried
it's
because
been a
I
while.
feel like the N-word is going to be present in at least like 5 of these.
The 1800s, or as we call it on this podcast, the good old days.
To clarify, none of these are nicknames. These are their names.
Okay.
These are their actual names.
These are Christian birth certificate ass names.
Yes. Number 1, which of the following is not the name of an old-timey Major League Baseball player? A, Peekaboo Veach. B.
All right. That sounds like a geographical feature of the Teletubbies world.
That's what happens when their shitty baby son has an eclipse.
We're going hiking.
He's about to read Jeffrey Jew Hater.
Poe on Peekaboo Beach.
Jeffrey Jew tolerator, but not a big fan.
A, Peekaboo Veach. B, King Lear. C, Yo-Yo Davalillo. Or D, Judge Fucks.
Worst kids show ever. Yo-Yo
Say
Davalillo.
Judge Fucks?
Yes, it's spelled F-U-C-H-S.
Yo-Yo Davalillo is like a purple dinosaur that shanks children in New Jersey.
Puts them in the
Fat
Newark
Puerto
County
Rican
landfill.
dinosaur.
He replaced Wappa Doppeldoodle. I'm gonna go with C. Was that Yo-Yo?
Yo-Yo Davalillo.
Yeah.
All right, what was the last one?
Judge Fucks.
And hit me with the first two again.
Peekaboo Veach and King Lear.
I'm going to say King Lear is
I'm
the
going,
fake one.
I'm going King Lear as well.
The correct answer is D, Judge Fucks.
Oh.
There was actually a guy named King Lear. And to clarify, Judge Fucks is not a real baseball player because he was a manager. I didn't make that up. He was a
I think
manager.
he's a real judge.
Number 2, which of the following is not an old-timey baseball player? A, Pussy Tebow. B,
So regular Tebow?
I was trying to get there.
Pussy Tebow. B, Butts Wagner. C,
All right, that is a name for like a dog that has 1 million Instagram followers.
These feel like the other people that were supposed to do the Pete Rose roast with you.
A legend in the business, Butts Wagner.
I had 5 minutes on Peekaboo.
Pete Rose is the finest gook I... Whoa, let's get him out of here.
Yeah, that's wrong a lot of ways.
You are the saddest son of a bitch to put on the pinstripes. I got half of mine to... Okay, all right.
C, Beaver King. Or D, Cannonball Titcomb.
Beaver King was
Can you
one
go
of
through
the
them
strip
again?
clubs that I cut out.
Sure. Pussy Tebow, Butts Wagner, Beaver King, or Cannonball Titcomb.
Cannonball. I don't think you can make up Cannonball Titcomb. I don't think there's like a random association in your mind. Like you're too mechanical. You're too good writing.
I love that they allowed these people to play, but not any black person. Sorry, Jackie Robinson.
But yeah, we
Butts
found,
Wagner's up to play.
we found all the white people with dumber names than black people.
What's great about Butts Wagner is he like fucking stuck his ass out to bat.
Yeah, sure, his name's Beaver King, but there's no apostrophes in it.
I'll take a Hank Aaron over a Beaver King.
Cannonball Titcomb.
Beaver King is actually what they call it in Canada. They got whoppers.
Cannonball Titcomb sounds like what Tom Goss would call the machine they use to check for tumors.
Yeah. I got one of them mammogram dingalongs.
I'm gonna say the fucking Beaver King.
I'm going Beaver King as well.
I'm gonna go. I'll go. Butts Wagner.
Correct answer is C, Beaver King.
Yeah,
I actually knew Butts Wagner was real.
Really?
Yeah, I used to be like a big baseball person.
Oh, shit. Okay.
I'm going to just get a corgi named Butts Wagner and then retire on my flat tummy tea ads.
That dog is going to die here.
Oh, I mean, I'll have to move out.
Number 3, this is the all-alcohol edition. A.
I think these are all the all-alcohol edition.
A.
I don't think any of these people was like, oh, none for me tonight. I've got a game in the morning.
A. Budweiser.
Okay.
B. Blue Moon Odom. C. Sam Adams. Or D. Jack Daniels.
E.
I'll go
Jell-O
Budweiser.
shots.
And to clarify, Budweiser is spelled B-U-D space W-E-I-S-E-R.
So it's spelled exactly.
Just like Budweiser.
What was B again?
Blue Moon Odom.
I'm going Blue Moon Odom.
Yeah, that sounds a little little dark for the 1800s. I'm going to say Blue Moon Autumn as well.
Sorry, correct answer is C, Sam Adams. That
Son
one.
of a bitch.
Blue Moon Autumn sounded too Native American-y. Like you name like, oh, there's Blue Moon.
Yeah.
You get it.
Sorry, I threw the shitty one in the middle. Here we go. Picking it back up. Number 4, this is the baseball players who sound like mixtape rappers edition. These are all old school baseball players.
That's a very specific subgenre.
A, Lil Stoner. B, MC Black.
Little on the nose.
C,
Parentheses S can't play.
I like that we needed fucking discrimination for you to get a home run. if you had the chance to turn back time and end racism, you wouldn't, because then that joke wouldn't work.
Yeah, Mike, you're gonna have to just explain to my girlfriend why I can't get hard for a month. It's like, well, yeah, the funny ant bullied me on the podcast.
Hey, you're still able to make it through this soft. All right.
Just call him a funny ent.
Yeah,
It's pretty good.
he's got ant-like energy to be.
Yeah.
C, Burly Grimes. Or D, Urban Shocker.
Burly Grimes sounds like a really lazily named like comic book like mugger. You know, like Burly Grimes.
Cheese it. It's the bat.
Burly Grimes sounds like a description a woman gives to a sketch artist as they're drawing Keith.
Burly Grimes is what it smells like in here right now.
God, yeah.
Burly Grimes is like a food truck. You know, like
We made this apartment into a sock.
This is a shitty house, not a shitty apartment. Thank you very much.
It's a shitty home. Look at the needle point.
Until we get evicted in a week and a half. I'm gonna say, I almost said DJ Black, MC Black.
Run them through one more time, real quick.
Lil Stoner, MC Black, Burly Grimes, Urban Shocker.
I'm going Lil Stoner.
I'm gonna go Urban Shocker, which is a role that Bokeem Woodbine played in the new Spider-Man movie.
Hey, we could just call him regular Shocker, right? Nah, he's Urban Shocker.
How else are they going to know?
I mean, I'm shocking people. I feel like that would give it away.
No, that's Static Shock is the Urban Shocker.
Correct answer is B, MC Black. Lil Stoner, very much a real person. Urban Shocker, a borderline Hall of Famer, had a good career with the Yankees. And Burly Grimes, I have a friend who was who's a comedian from back in Philly who also had a brief rap career, and he went by the name Burly Grimes after the baseball player.
Burly Grimes sounds like
pretty
what
dope.
Gaston from Beauty and the Beast to be named if you lived in New Jersey.
And the final one, number 5, all real or all fake. Mike, you have to tell whether these are all real or all fake. Okay. A, Johnny Dickshot. B, Jack Glasscock. C, Twink Twining. And D, Dick Ricketts.
Very cruel to put my grandfather in the running. Dick Ricketts. Is that a Smothers Brothers character?
I'm gonna say all real.
Yeah, I gotta figure these are all real.
They're all real.
Yeah, they're all real. That's why baseball is the best fucking sport on earth. I'll fight anybody.
Because it's boring enough that you can remember everybody's shitty name.
Yeah, I mean all the hours of waiting are worth it when you get to giggle at someone with an unfortunate.
Yeah. Those are actually the names of all the tracks on that Jack White album, too.
I just went to Baseball Reference and kept typing in like cock, dick, butthole.
Give me a hit.
I just love the idea that you're like, well, there's a Dave Butthole on the...
I was so
Like
bummed.
you wrote this game while sitting on Bill Simmons' lap.
Oh, my God. Well, Pat, thank you for writing this week's Switch to the Following. We'll be right back with mailbag and plugs and getting the fuck out of here.
Mean.
Hi, this is coming to you live from a tid place, making Augusta, like pasta, but with my name, where I give you information on how you go and win the war against food with your mouth. The big heads only gave me a couple of minutes to make this video, so let's get it started. Alright, so today we're going to make a buttered bagel. Now, a bagel is a small version of one of those ocean floaties that people throw at people that don't swim good. But it's made of bread. Warning, do not eat the ocean floaty. They taste like used condoms. A lot of people come in the ocean. How do I know what used condoms taste like? Don't question me. I don't have any kids, so obviously I'm not doing it wrong. If you're not sure if you have a bagel or a floaty, throw it in the ocean. If it disappears, it's a bagel and you can eat it. First, you retrieve the bagel. They usually are imprisoned in a plastic, which is like glass but more movable and easier to eat. They also fly better. Take it out and get the stab device of your choice. Most people go knife, but a sword, battle axe, prison shiv, or sharpened spoon will work in a pinch. Pretty much anything but a chainsaw. And if you got a chainsaw but no knife, you are inequipped to defeat your bagel, but go ahead and go to my other video on Tree Fighting 101. Take your knife and attack the bagel. If you do it right, there will be 2 halves of the bagel. Don't stab your bagel too much, that's your teeth's job. If you defeat your bagel too much, it's gonna get everywhere and you'll probably lose pieces. You just want to make the one thing and then turn it into 2 things. I think some philosopher came up with that idea, like Aristotle or Osama bin Laden. I don't know, it was some Greek guy. Once you split your bagel, you're going to toast it in a toaster, which is an oven for little people. Open the little people oven and turn the knob or push down on the lever. I don't know what kind you have, I stopped spying on you a while ago. Now you're going to wait for it to cook. Find something else to do with this time. I like to go and count sheep. I have a hard time going to sleep at night, so I do it during the day so by night I have enough of them collected to get some rest. Don't fall asleep while cooking the bagel. That's how the bagel wins. When the bagel is ready, your midget oven will either ding or fire the bagel out into the air. Even if it fires in the air, don't worry, it can't escape. It's in too much pain. Now you're going to get your butter. Take your stab tool and scoop up the butter. Then spread it on the bagel. You want it everywhere, like a pap smear. I don't really know what a pap smear is, but I think it's some sort of fancy Jewish hummus. The point is, spread it a bunch. Do as much as you'd like. It's your butter. You already stole it, and heart disease is a conspiracy, so eat up. You might notice the butter starting to disappear. It's okay. You still have control of the butter. It's hiding inside of the bagel now. Just keep your eye on it so you know no one is stealing from you. Once most of the butter is hidden, you're ready for a nutritious meal. And go on and stomp the shit out of it with your jaw. I'm proud of you. I bet it tastes delicious. If it's too sweet, that's probably because it's a donut. I still don't know how to differentiate between bagels and donuts, but either way, you'll give your organs happiness. Okay, I gotta go. The humming in my head went up, and I don't want to float on the internet. Bon appetit. That's Guy Fieri for Eat Your Fucking Food, dipshit.
I loved it. All of it was awesome.
Why are you crying?
Shut up. All right, the Mean Boys podcast is back. I'm going to leave in that non
Yes,
sequitur.
all of it was honest. So
We're here with the Mean Boys mailbag, looking into some of the voicemails we've been left this week. Let's take a peek.
Hey y'all, just giving you my shout out, saying I love you. You guys are so funny. You guys should tour in Boston soon. That would be amazeballs. And keep up the amazing work. I love you. Goodbye.
Classic Boston accent. Howdy, y'all. I'm from Beantown.
The subtext of every voicemail we get asking them to tour in their area is, so I can dismember you in your shed and then feed you to my cats.
Yeah, they're either like, I'm going to hurt you, I'm going to fuck you, or I'm going to hurt and fuck Connor. Those are the only voicemails.
yes, I do like them apples.
Well, the people that don't allude to like dismembering and raping me just they say it with like context clues. Like I could just.
Yeah, that man from Boston sounded like that weird midget lady from Poltergeist.
I mean, he seems like he's probably really
Her name
nice
was
guy.
Zelda Rubinstein.
I know what her name was.
That has like a lot of like,
I didn't want to alienate the audience.
he cuts the eyes out of pretty ladies in a magazine and like makes a collage.
This is my mask for when I meet them mean boys.
All right, one more than the sad one.
Hey,
That
Mean
was
Boys
not the
podcast.
set.
It was good. I'm from Texas. I've listened to your entire backlog now and kind of doubting my own existence. Anyway, love Tom, love Keith. Go fuck yourself, Connor.
Mike, you left a
everything. God is
voicemail?
good.
Now, this one not that interesting, but I think he subscribes on Patreon, so we got to play it so he feels like he's getting his money's worth. And finally, we got a really long voicemail that was turned out to be very
He's
real.
like, I could either support Planned Parenthood or give money to the Mean Boys. I made
Nobody
the
who
choice
listens-
I made. I'm not saying I made the right one.
Nobody who listens to this show has ever gotten anyone pregnant. You just come just wasps and frowns.
Yeah, go give to the Autistic Cunt Liberties Union or whatever.
Yeah, where some of our fans want to come on this frowning wasp.
I really do feel like this is the podcast the Lost Boys have when Peter Pan isn't around.
Well, thanks for writing our Facebook page header.
Like it just ends with you eating pretend food.
And finally, one of our fans. Well, this is a little sticky to get into, but he's going to jail for 6 years. He left us a voicemail as his last act of freedom. It was pretty rough, and we really appreciated it. It was very kind. He said a lot of kind words about the show and how he really enjoyed listening to us during while the sentencing was going on. So we're going to look into sending him cassettes of the new episodes.
Wait! Did you find out what he was convicted for?
Here's the thing: we're trying to figure that out now, and this may be
before you support him.
Yeah, this is kind of what we were talking about before.
Look, I just think it would be funny to send cassettes to jail, all right?
And I think
don't
that's
really
great
have a moral
too.
dog
But
in
if we
this
find
race.
out he did something real bad, it's going to be awkward.
I'm going all in supporting this guy right now. I don't care what he did. Stay strong. Keep your head up.
Well, I'm just hoping that it gives us his 5 cents a day. Or
All
whatever.
he has is fucking Mean Boys cassettes and Jack White vinyl.
He's going to escape prison, and
This
the
is great. I can
tunneled
break
out
this and cut my wrists with it.
the tunneled out hole in the wall has like a Tom Goss Hope picture over it.
Oh yeah, I mean, there's a lot of gangs in prison. You didn't really. This guy's going to be in the Bronies. I feel like for sure. He's not getting the Aryan Brotherhood. He's not getting the black ones. So we'll play a few seconds of him.
Keep doing it, until something better comes along. Thank you, Connor. Thank you, Keith. And thank you, even you, Tiny Tom. Fuck everything. God is dead.
That was the last thing he did before he went to prison.
Well, yeah, because
For
he
6 years.
finished his shirtless push-ups. I feel like one hand just has mean and the other has boys tattooed on.
Would not be our
God.
first Mean Boys tattoo, actually. Somebody got a tattoo for the stupid show.
I feel like that was the advice he followed on his own crime spree. Like, just do it until something better comes along.
Hey man, well, you're in our thoughts. I hope you didn't do anything that bad. I hope it was just like embezzling and not like
Fuck everything. God is dead, and 16-year-olds should be considered adults.
Fuck everything.
They are in a bunch
She
of
was
states.
asking for it.
Fuck everything. God is dead.
Twitter questions.
Some flowers should not be touched in the garden that is life.
I can't.
Oh my God.
I can't believe we didn't handle that sensitive message from a fan with more aplomb. I really thought we would have tap danced through that moral conundrum.
I don't know why you thought we were going to handle that well.
Me neither.
We got some questions from Twitter. In honor of Pat, new father, Luis A. Galvez asked, what is your least favorite baby name?
Santa. I'm going Santa, baby.
Now, what if there was a fun baseball name-based game that you could pick as a callback?
Yeah.
And have a joke that worked.
I should have named my kid Pussy Tebow. Pussy Tebow Barker.
At Punting Tragic on Twitter asks, is Mike Lawrence still receiving death threats from Ralphie May over destroying him on Roast Battle Season 1? Have you guys talked at all since then?
No, we haven't. I tried saying hi to him at the store a couple months ago, and it didn't acknowledge.
It was the big and tall store, but
It wasn't really a store so much as an Arby's, but
Mike gets.
I was the tall.
and wet for some reason. Just vaguely wet.
and damp.
No, I would love to talk to him about it.
But we've got him here tonight. No, he wouldn't fit in here.
Have you forgiven him for spraying you with Febreze on national television?
For anybody who's listening who doesn't know what we're talking about, go back and watch Season 1 of Roast Battle. Mike Lawrence, first of all, won the whole thing. Second of all, beat Ralphie May's ass to death on live television. Like, he should be going to prison for 6 years.
Yeah, like
already
he's the
beat.
fattest man to ever get crucified. It's impressive.
Well, I said this joke about his divorce, and then he said, "Fuck everything, God is dead."
Do we have any other ones?
Oh, someone asked me on Facebook, and I thought this question was pretty loaded and racist. The question was just, how would you fix Africa?
What?
Yeah, and I'm like, I don't know
Well,
what you're
first
getting
you have
at,
to get
dude.
Toto's permission, since they wrote it originally. Yeah.
All right, you bring that bass track up. Let it ride. All right.
Can we get some reverb on that?
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, whatever's going on in Africa isn't really affecting me any, so I think it's fine. Like, I think it's working great. Look, I'm not.
Has Africa considered Patreon as an option? You could do bonus aids every week.
Dave Chappelle tried his best.
Yeah, can we get like a Nelson Mandela remix or something like that? Can we get a new guy?
Yeah, it's Morgan Freeman.
It's hard to have sympathy when they have better housing than me. So.
Not to sound racist, but we need more Chads and less Jordans. That's a good African
That is a very
country
good-
joke.
Yeah.
I think that we're all very worried.
I'm a huge fan of crying Chad memes.
I'm confused that there's not more white guys in Chad. It seems like there'd be more. There's not a lot.
Now you're thinking of Brad.
I remember when Chappelle, left, after the show to go to Africa. All anyone knew is like just Africa, nothing more specific. Just Dave Chappelle went to Africa.
Yeah, that's a continent. He could still be at a Hilton.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, it's like I went
you
to.
just assume he's at the opening of The Lion King, but he could also just be like hanging out in a mall somewhere.
I went
Yeah.
to America. I was in the Yukon. Completely correct. We had one more on the Twitter. It was, what is your favorite kind of pasta? I don't know why anyone would possibly care. I've never eaten pasta in my adult life, so I have no.
That is
Yeah.
the strangest.
Why would anyone possibly care?
Leave my home. Crawl through that open window and never
a
return.
man who spent the entire show chastising my writing skills.
I mean, not for nothing, but possibly actually worked.
Yeah, it's-
Because he got a reaction and not just like dead eyes and all realizing, oh, now we got to carry the show for 45 more seconds.
Hey, do your worst at the end and not through the whole thing.
Yeah, finish weak. That's great comedy advice.
yeah, I'm sorry, babe. I'm still thinking about that mic thing. Can you put on some music? I'll get there.
I go with ravioli's perfect pasta. You could put anything you wanted in it. It's fucking amazing.
Yeah.
Spaghetti, classic.
I'll fuck with a fettuccine Alfredo. That's that's my go-to.
Fettuccine
hard
is
for me
the
to come up-
pasta.
Yeah, it's hard for me to come up with like a wacky, fun answer.
All of his answers are covered in sauce.
Oh yeah, fuck me. I'm a dumb fatty because I thought there should be sauce on the pasta. What a fool! What an absolute fool!
We got a real hackaroni over here, gang.
And you judged possibly.
I was.
You're both terrible.
When you go low, I go subterranean. I'm like the Viet Cong over here.
And sit next to the Mole King. All right.
Hey, those aren't moles. They're just loose chocolate that hasn't been wiped.
God damn it!
That's the show this week.
Now, Keith, you farted and proved that the Little Giants deserve to win this game.
I've been farting this whole time, man.
I know.
I really haven't. I just
You're
smell
gonna die
that.
like Weird Al's parents because of Keith's like steady brontosaurus farts. Just farts all day, slightly at a.
They didn't check.
You asshole!
They didn't check the monoxide levels and dared to be stupid.
I didn't know I could laugh so hard at something I forgot happened. Oh my god!
Weird Al.
Even though you're
First
white
album.
and nerdy, you're pretty funny, Mike.
His greatest hits is the first album I ever owned. I feel bad about that joke.
Oh, that was what got me into comedy. Was the one with the
fucking
Jurassic Park cover.
Yeah.
I forget the name of it. That's the show this week.
I've never seen Pat have less of an
It
opinion
is just
about
Jurassic
anything.
Park, and it's a MacArthur Park parody.
Hey, everybody's doing Weird Al puns, and I'm just like trying to run through his discography, and all I can remember is Amish Paradise. And I'm like, were his parents Amish? Fuck, come up with something quick.
It's like, oh, Smitty Slap a Wife. That's another one.
Chuckles kick fuck.
Arthur T. N-word.
Jeremy, hey, look, there's a staircase.
Fucking Roger, separate drinking fountains. Yeah.
Joe Polio.
I like how Mike, before we got into the voicemails, was like, is the show over? We've been here for a while. And he just keeps throwing out old-timey baseball plate. Oh, no, I'm not closing down this Cheesecake Factory fuckface.
Let's get the fuck out of here. Pat, what do you got to plug?
Out of Their League podcast. Listen to it on iTunes. It's really good.
Yeah, if you like the Smitty kick fuck, combo.
Social media, where can they find you?
At Pat Barker Comedy.
The show, I really love the premise of the show. You compare people's athletes off the league, exploits, and they're on field exploits. So OJ, was he better at murdering or
yeah.
Well, you get it.
Pretty good at both.
I'm so dehydrated, Mike.
At the Mike Lawrence on Twitter, Mike Lawrence Comedy on Instagram. MikeLawrenceComedy.com is my website. And All Things Comedy Network, Rough Hank Podcast, our first episode premiered today. We'll have more, leave a review on iTunes and
Yeah, similarly negative show that just seeks to detract on society at large. And I think our listeners will really enjoy it, so go check that out.
Yeah.
Great. Me and Woods will be on tour in NorCal. The day this drops will be in Mill Valley at the Throckmorton Theater. The day after, Rockland Comedy Theater. Not Rockland, it's actually called the fucking Blacktop Comedy Theater in Rockland. I fucked that up, so I've been plugging it wrong on a couple shows. That Friday, Arcata Playhouse in Arcata. Saturday, Comedy Lanes at some fucking bowling alley in Ukiah. And then the Pizza Factory in San Jose that Sunday. Only the finest venues for the Mean Boys.
Yeah.
And we got a live show at Harvell's in Long Beach, September 19th.
Fuck everything. God is dead.
Crazy.